Good evening, everybody. Let's just check to see if everything's working, because it's been a while since I streamed. It really has. Let's have a little look. Stream strength health is excellent. Good. Good. I need to bring up this just in case someone does hit the join button and do super chats and all that kind of stuff is there. Let me just push that to there. Radio, right. Cool. See, Steamlabs still won't let me engage with the chat through OBS, which is shit, but oh well. But we're live! We're live! My first stream in the YouTube Partner Program. I made it. I'm going to turn that music off shortly. I'm going to at least turn it down quite significantly. There you go. Good evening. How are you, Arnold? How are you? How is everybody getting on? Right. So we'll give it a couple of minutes. I'm a couple of minutes early, and then we'll start. So same music as the Spanish dude. That's because Juan is a very good friend of mine, and I like this song. It's kind of relaxing. I've also been tempted to play something else, but it's a little bit more metal. I could put that one on actually. Do you know what? We'll put that one on instead. It's a little bit more metal. There we go. That's a little bit more like me. Haha. Oh, very fine. Big news yesterday and all that epic. We will be going over the pre-orders. Especially Imperialis. I'm still not too sure if I'm going to be buying into it myself, but we will be looking into having a little look at it. I just realised I don't actually need these on my head. So we will look in. So we're going to have a look at the, we're going to do, let me see what we're going to do. We're gonna look at the pre-orders. We're gonna look at the new Flesh Eater courts. I will record the YouTube video for my predictions for this weekend's previews. So we'll go through that and we'll record that, and then we'll talk about it in a little bit more in detail. Yeah, so it's really cool. I mean, I'm not expecting anyone to hit the join button to become a green name. Gonna go big on Adaptus Titanicus. Not sure about the. I think. Well, the. Yeah, we'll have a look at it. We'll bring it up now and we'll have a look. Let's have a little look. So we'll switch over to the page. Look at that, like a pro. I need to get my little stream deck redone and everything for now streaming on YouTube. And be a pro streamer again, like I was on Twitch. I wasn't a very good streamer on Twitch. Right, so we're going to have a little look. So we'll have a look at the Sunday preview. So we'll have a look. The epic war in an epic scale in the Age of Darkness. So it is coming out. I do have the prices, the UK prices, for this. So if you are in the UK and you want to know the prices, I have the prices. I've got them right here. So let's see the prices. Okay, prices. Right, so Legion Imperialis, the Horus Heresy, will be coming in at 120 of your finest pounds for that box. That'll be coming in at pre-order. That's obviously direct from Games Workshop. So if you do buy direct from Games Workshop, I'm not too sure why you would, but if you do buy direct from Games Workshop, then that's how much it will be. 120 of the finest pounds. So you're probably looking at around about, take 20% off, so what, £24 off. So you're probably looking about £96-98 if you go to somewhere like Element Games, Firestorm, Wayland, and any of your local hobby stores, which is kind of cool. So that's pretty good. It's not a bad box, but I'm still on the fence. The rule book you can buy separately. Oh, thank you very much. Wow, ooh, I get to look at things and check things shortly. Ooh. This is now why I need a second screen, so I can like have my streaming thing with you guys, and I can have another screen where I can have my super chats and stuff up, so you're like not seeing what I'm looking at when I change my page. But thank you very much, Arnold. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, it's awesome. So yes, so Imperialis rulebook will be. See, I've got them all here. Can't see them. I'll put it up in the Discord. The rule book. Where is the rule book? Doesn't have the rule book listed. Does not have the rule book listed. Kratos Tank Squadron, Legion Astartes Infantry, Rhino Detachment, Baneblade Squadron, I've now just been notified through Steam Labs of that super chat, so thank you very much. Oh, right. Where's the rulebook? Why is the rulebook not on here? There is the rule. Am I blind? I am blind. Questos Knights, Sector of Hammers of Sigma. Anyway, that rule book is probably going to be about 35 quid, right? Probably about 35 pounds. These detachments, these little boxes of infantry, tanks, the rule book is that the book and when it will come out. So it's a 2-week pre-order. So everything will be going on pre-order this Saturday. 10 o'clock UK time is normally around about when they do pre-orders in the UK. I think if you live in New Zealand or Australia, it's pretty much midnight UK time that they could pop up. But this is everything that will be going on pre-order on Saturday, and it's a 2-week pre-order. I think Games Workshop are now running at a 2-week pre-order rather than a week, so they can kind of get on top of the demand, which makes sense. Like, it does make sense. They've had some pretty shockers of late when it comes to actually getting releases out. So yeah, so 11 o'clock for you guys in the Netherlands. So that's pretty good. So these boxes, I don't have the Euro prices, but I've only got the UK prices. So these are all going to be £30. So this is the infantry, Astartes infantry set is £30. The Kratos tanks for 4 Kratos tanks is £30. The Rhinos are £30. The Thunderhawk gunship is £30 for 1 Thunderhawk gunship. The Solar Auxiliary infantry is £30. So and the 2 Bane Blades, is there any difference in the price? I don't know. They're not on here. These aren't all the full prices. The Bane Blades are £30. And then the airplanes and stuff like that. Now the Night Questers, these things are, I've got the prices for these. These are coming in at £27.50. And the Knights and the Titans are basically £70. And then I don't know what they are. There's a lot of listed here. And then the terrain is the Administratum section. The Administratum section. So that Administratum section. So I think that is including the tiles and the buildings. Comes in at £100. And the ruined buildings on their own are £45. Yeah. And then we've got all of the prices for the Christmas boxes, and the Christmas boxes are basically £140. So these are like 15, 20 quid. Yeah, the cards are like 15, 20 pound. And the bases, I don't have the prices for the bases, but this is everything that's coming out. And then for Warhammer 40k, we're going to get 2 classic made-to-order Tyranids. Why you would buy them, when there's perfectly good, awesome-looking plastic ones. Speaking of Tyranids, I have a Tyranid tutorial for my High Fleet Bear Moth. This is the first ever Tyranid I've ever painted, and the tutorial is up on the channel now, so you can go check that out. A little bit of self-promotion there. And then we got some books. Sea of Souls, a Dawn of Fire book. I have no idea what number this one is. I've got them on my Audible account. I haven't started listening to them yet. Is this number 5, number 6, something like that? It's number 7. Oh, that kind of helps. And then we've got the Temple of Science. This is one book that I do want to get my hands on because I've just started my Cities of Sigmar army. I'm very much into my Cities of Sigmar, and I've got Hexbane, and I've got his little posse to paint for my Cities of Sigmar army, and I want those 2 as well. Didn't even pick particularly interested the old milled sculpts. Yeah, they're not that nice. Hey Sasha, how you doing, dude? Obviously there's a lot of great names in my chat here, guys. Like, seriously. Who's going to be the first member? Pardo does this. See, this is the thing about coming on to streaming now I've got the members area in. Like, do I have to consistently plug that all the time? Do I have to, like, scam you like Valrak does? Do I want to be that type of content creator? Anyway, I want this book because this book is awesome, and I'm all for Cities of Sigmar novels. Then we've got these 2. I've read that one, the vampire one. It's very, very good. So yeah, highly recommend. And ooh, what is this? Oh, it's a German book. All right, cool. That's pretty cool. And then at Warhammer Plus, because you know, Warhammer Plus is great value. Don't subscribe to Warhammer Plus. It's not great value at all. You're not really. That's not really going to be a battle report. It's kind of just an advert. The Lore Master is about the Banshee, so you basically have a guy reading the Codex to you and the Banshee section, and that chevrons. I could probably do a better video than that, and if not, go and check out Infernal Brush. And he's an ex-heavy metal painter, and he painted most of the orcs and absolutely loves doing checkered things like that. He's probably got a video on that as well, so check him out. So yeah, that is the pre-orders, and yeah, that's the pre-orders. There's a lot of Imperialis coming out. I will probably do a separate video on the Imperialis this week, and about all of the prices and everything else and all of the good stuff. I'm still not 100% sold on it. I really aren't. Not 100% sold on it. I don't know if I should just stick to like normal 30k. Although I did play a lot of Epic when I was a kid, so it might bring back those old memories. I think what I need is somebody in the club to get it and play it, and for me to see it being played and to see if it triggers that nostalgia, and then I'll jump into it. Or maybe I'll get it in January after I've done a crap load of overtime next month. But we have also the new Flesh Eater Cots. So there's a lot of... he's really cool. I like this model. He has a wig made out of guts. That is so cool. So yes, there is a lot of Flesh Eater Cots coming. And we're going to record a video very shortly, so welcome chat. That's going to be involved. So yeah, Flesh Eater Cots. If you're into your Age of Sigmar, this weekend you will have a feast for your eyes, because there's probably going to be a lot shown for you. And this is just one of the two things that they've previewed now before the big preview this weekend. So there's going to be a lot of Flesh Eater cards coming. Whole new battle tome. People seem to think it's going to be out before Christmas. It's not. The old world isn't out until February next year. They accidentally leaked that on Twitter, or sorry, X. They posted up that it would be coming out in February, and then they quickly deleted it, but there were screenshots taken. So it's looking that the old world will drop in February time. I'll be curious how it sells. Old Epic sold 1 million units a year, and they didn't even view it as a worth continuing. Flesh Eaters could make nice cultists. Don't be don't be giving me ideas about Slaanesh, man. No, there's going to be really cool Slaanesh cultists coming. Honestly, I'm going to be making a video in the new year about Emperor's Children and what's coming for Emperor's Children for 40k in all of its plastic goodness. It's going to be amazing. It's amazing. I need to get the video out before Valrak makes one. Has to be done. Has to be done. But this guy is going to be coming. Flesh Eater cards will probably be out January next year. I can't see them coming out before Christmas. They're only just getting previewed. We might get a launch box for them just before Christmas, but I'm very highly skeptical because a lot of the Christmas stuff we already have been given the prices for this weekend, and this is like a 2-week pre-order. So I'm not too sure Games Workshop could handle a launch box and a major release like Imperialis coming out this close to Christmas. So don't expect the Flesh Eater cards until coming out in January. I think that's when the launch box will come out, and then maybe probably April time the main range will come out. But don't quote me on that. That's just my guessing. So we're gonna do a little bit of a video on the preview. So I'm gonna record it here because power of streaming. We're gonna go through all the games, what I'm expecting to see for each one of these. So yeah, shall we do it? Shall we do it? Shall we hit record, or shall I just do this? I'll record it. We'll record it now. We'll record it now. Let me switch over. Right. So this is when you spam super chats and stuff, because it comes up on the screen. Right. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be making my predictions for this weekend's Warhammer previews, and I am joined by the YouTube chat, the massives, and yeah, we're going to go jump into it. See, I will edit this later. Right, let's go. So, Games Workshop are doing a preview this weekend at some big event. Don't know, we don't really care, we just want to see the toys. So I'm going to make some predictions. And basically, we know when it's going to be. It's going to be this Friday, but for us in the UK, it's going to happen about 3 o'clock in the morning. So you're going to get up Saturday morning, unless you're mental and stay awake for it, which I might stream it. If you see it pop up on the street, up on the channel, then you know I'm doing it. If not, I probably won't. But you never know. If you want a grumpy pointy with a mug of coffee, talking about toy soldiers while we see them, then tune in. So we're going to start off with 40k first. For 40k, what are we going to see? Well, we still have Necrons to see. We've only really seen 2 Necrons. We've seen 2 of 3. There is meant to be a 3rd coming. So we may well see that. Other than that, they will probably start to tease the next things that are coming for 40k. And that's probably going to be the big Dark Angels refresh. I'm not massively expecting much for 40k this weekend, to be fair, because we had a lot of 40k at the last one. So we may get a teaser of some of the spring releases, the Dark Angels, the Chaos Space Marines, the Custody Guard, and there's one other codex coming, and I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there is another one. But the big release for there is going to be the Dark Angels, because it's got the biggest major release. So potentially maybe a tease at that. Definitely see another Necron, and for 40k, that's really it. For Age of Sigmar, well, they've been teasing it a lot, so we all know what's coming. It's going to be the rest of this guy's friends and family. It's probably going to be, well, it's actually not probably, it's guaranteed to be the entire range refresh for the new Flesh Eater Courts. Now, there are a lot of rumours going around about what we will see here. We know that we're definitely going to be seeing new ghouls because we've seen the sprues. There are a lot of rumours that we may see the actual Summer King, the big centerpiece model for the actual refresh. There's a lot of things coming around about him. Some are saying that he's very regal looking, sitting in a big sort of flamboyant throne-like chair. There's other rumours saying that he will be in armour, sitting on a massive, great big beefed up Terrorgeist. Either way, we may see the Summer King, which is super exciting, and I cannot wait for that. As for the rest of Age of Sigmar, expect to maybe see book 4 of the Dawnbringer Crusade, because remember, there are 5 books in total, and we've only had 3. So we'll probably see the book 4 and maybe get a little teaser at book 5. But this is the end of Age of Sigmar in regards to the narrative arc, because once this is done and we get into 2024 next year, we know that 4th edition will be coming June, July next year. So expect to see that previewed around about March, April time in one of the big events in that period. So that is Age of Sigmar. For the Horus Heresy, well, fingers crossed it's going to be good. But in all likelihood, it's probably going to be the Assault Marines, the Close Combat Weapons, the Command Squad. They're 3 guaranteed things we are going to see, because we haven't seen the renders or even pictures yet of the Command Squad. We've seen some really early renders of the Assault Marines, and I think we'll get a proper preview of these, built, painted on the screen, and probably a look at the Close Combat upgrade sprue. We might even see a new HQ, such as a new console, or even a new Legion Praetor set. Here's fingers crossed for a set of Salamanders, or a World Eater set. Either of those 2 would make me very, very happy. But potentially, don't hold your breath for having a massive amount of stuff here. This isn't the basis of what this is about. This preview is all about 2 things: Age of Sigmar and the Old World. And speaking of the Old World, what are we going to see? Well, it's coming. We know it's coming. It's coming in February, and we haven't seen the Tomb King side yet. So Saturday, it's 100% going to be all the Tomb Kings. Just like they did with the Bretonnians last month, this is going to be all the Tomb King side of things. So if you're into some Egyptian undead, this weekend is definitely for you. So for Warhammer Underworlds, I hate trying to predict what Warhammer Underworlds is going to give us, because you never really can tell, because it's not really a game that has trends that you can sort of spot and follow, and because it's kind of used like as a test bed for sculptors. So I don't really know what the Underworlds will get. I'm probably gonna hazard a guess that it maybe be something like a Flesh Eater Courts warband, and I'm only basing that on the fact that there's going to be a major refresh for cities for the Flesh Eater Courts already. So we'll potentially, we'll see. Phoenix Warden is revealed. So as for Kill Team, this is probably going to be one of the rumoured Imperial Guard units. There's a lot of rumours flying around right now of Imperial Guard with jump packs, like airborne infantry. The fact that the Imperial Guard have already had a big refresh in their codex before 10th edition dropped. I think those rumours will pretty much be for kilting, and that's potentially what we're going to see for the new season. We already know the launch box, they'll probably come out with a couple more kits. So probably the Imperial Guard. Necromunda, again, no idea. I don't play Necromunda, I don't really follow Necromunda. Hopefully it's something really cool and looks awesome, and yeah. But that is it. So that is the video, everybody. I hope you like that. I hope you agree with the predictions. If you don't, let me know in the comments below and we will have a chat there. Please subscribe, like, ring the bell and all that good stuff, and check out the members area. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. See, that's how you make YouTube videos, boys and girls. You hit the record button and talk shit. Ooh, someone's in trouble. I hear sirens. So what we got in the chat? So there's the big, it's brutal. Looks like a British judge. He does look like a British judge, and that's why I like him. He's pretty cool. It's very, very cool. There's supposed to be like there's quite a lot of characters coming for the Flagitiator courts, to be fair. A command squad would be... Dude, you know the command squad's coming. It's on the roadmap. It's on the roadmap. It's coming. A Phoenix Warden is revealed. It's just another Tartarus Empress Champion model. This is virtual for the game. Has it been revealed? Where was it revealed? Where was that revealed? Now we've seen this guy. This guy is really good. Like this guy is really good. Like this guy is cool. I like this guy. I'm really hoping that the Space Wolves get one of these, like their own console, their own librarian console. That would be pretty cool, and especially the Salamanders as well. That would be really awesome as well. Like even just having a Salamander librarian would be awesome because of the actual conversion opportunities that you can do off the back of that model. Like this model has got a really cool head. Like the body itself is pretty cool. You could probably get rid of that psychic hood, and you've potentially got a Mark 6 Praetor there if you change out the arms and be a little bit adventurous with some of the converting, with removing that cowl. You know, it's definitely feasible. So yeah, it's a nice model. I mean, it's got a nice head as well. So it's pretty good. And there's no other than the psychic hood. There's nothing crazy about this model that is screaming librarian. So you could, if you got rid of that and maybe give him a different arm, you've got yourself a nice alternative White Scars HQ. Be it Legion Champion, a Praetor and power armor. You know, you can that is a good miniature to work off. So that's pretty decent. So yeah. And then the only other thing that we've got to talk about, and I don't know if anyone is following Warhammer Online, if any of you are. I know I'm not massively, but there's another article there. Why is that not showing anything? Interesting. I'm just looking in the background of the stream, just trying to see where super chats and stuff pop up, but there's not there. A Phoenix Warden is the Emperor's Children console. It isn't outstanding and it is locked to Tartarus, so it can be represented by a Praetor or a Phoenix number. it is anything but vital. And they previewed that model. When was that previewed? When did they preview a Phoenix Warden? I haven't seen that. I'm about to start in my Emperor's Children army. Interesting. Interesting. I can't remember a post about that. Now to scroll through and find it. Is this rumors or is it an actual reveal? Oh, right. Well, I was going to say, scrolling through the community page going, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? Yeah, the Scars one is pretty cool. I like the fact that it's generic. You know, it's not a part of the... It's generic enough to be used for multiple things. And it's kind of cool that it's a Legion-specific character model. Now, I get it, the White Scars are quite prominent in the Siege of Terror, that's kind of cool. But it would be nice to sort of see them give some love for, you know, the Salamanders and the Raven Guard, and the World Eaters as well. Even the Iron Warriors, like an actual Warsmith model, a proper Warsmith model, would be absolutely amazing. Really would be. But it's pretty good. So what we got for the shooting phase. So I don't know if any of you've been keeping up to date with this. So I've kind of looked through it. I used to play a lot of fantasy back in the day. So as with other phases, in the shooting phase, any Shattered Legion love would be nice. I think that the Shattered Legion could really be covered with their own book. Like the Chthonian book, those type of books, or even like the New Age of Darkness book, those books would be perfect to bring in things like the Shattered Legion. You don't need you know you're still using your Libra books for your legions, and then a Shattered Legion like essentially PDF in a book. Would work so well, and that would be really good. So getting the fantasy, so shooting phase is broken into 4 steps. One of the things I will take away from Warhammer the Old World is all of the phases seem to be broken down into 4 steps. All of them. So you got declare target, you roll a hit to roll a wound, remove casualties. It's pretty much standard. So a longbow has a 30-inch range, strength 3, has no AP, armor bane 1, whatever that means, and it can volley fire. And then the Screaming Skull catapult has up to 60-inch range. Bombardment, cumbersome, flame attacks, magic attacks, move or shoot, multiple wounds, D3+1 Screaming Skull. So roll the hit is pretty much the old ballistic skill table. So on a 3+, you need a 4. So on a 3, you need a 4. On a 4, you need a 3. So it's basically what 40k used to be like. And if you roll, if you've got ballistic 6 or higher, you need to roll a 2 and then a 6. If you've got ballistic skill at 10, you just roll a 2+ and a 2+. Classic wound chart. A classic wound chart. How cool is that? I haven't seen that for a while, but we have if you play the Horus Heresy. Hasn't really changed much, to be completely honest. Strength 10 is pretty much still wounding a lot of things on 2s right up till Strength 8. Now, I have a video about what I think is going to happen to a lot of Age of Sigmar things in regards to Age of Sigmar and the old world. And this piece of artwork here is kind of reinforcing my prediction of what I think is going to happen regarding what's going to happen to Age of Sigmar because of the old world. Because currently these models are in Age of Sigmar. They're I think they're Iron Drakes for the normal dwarfs. They're in the Cities of Sigmar book, and I think eventually, probably in 4th edition, they'll either get updated for an Age of Sigmar version, and then these plastic kits will disappear back to the old world for good. And that's essentially what's happening in Age of Sigmar right now. So the next phase is combat, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's the old world. There's not much to really cover on that, to be fair. I'm not really keeping a massive abreast of it. As yet. Ooh. I am really confused at where that goes. Really am. But I'm sure I'm sure that'll be okay. Alright, that's how I do it. Alright, cool. Alright, okay. I think I've worked out how to do that. I can change how the chat looks, which is kind of cool. Cool. So I need to get my Stream Deck up and loaded, so then I can do the whole switching of scenes without having to switch to OBS. I can just have that running in the background. That's good. That's very good. Oh wow. Well, it is nice to be back to streaming. It is actually nice to be back to getting content. The channel is doing really well. Really, really well lately. It's been pretty cool. It's getting there. Almost hitting all of the hoops that YouTube have put forward before me. So I'm in the YouTube program, but I still need to hit the 4,000 hours to unlock everything and get fully in it. So I'm almost there. Especially after my my mini wargaming is going to war with Games Workshop video, which literally went mental, absolutely mental. And I was called a Games Workshop shill. Woohoo! So happy with that. So if anyone from Games Workshop is watching, please get in contact with me and we can square out the particulars and send me plastic crack. But yeah, it was. It's pretty cool to get it. It's been a long year, like coming back. So I kind of stopped streaming on Twitch probably the November of last year. Probably at the end of October, November, I kind of stopped. And then when people were asking where I was just saying that I'm just getting ready for something else. And basically, I was getting the YouTube things sorted, getting Streamlabs updated and getting everything else, like working out how to actually stream on YouTube. And then come back to YouTube in the January, but I didn't really come back properly until like near the end of January. So since sort of the end of January, beginning of February, I've come back and hit YouTube hard. and try to get as much content out as I can, and you know, it's been good. But the support from everybody has been amazing. So I'm hopefully, like, if no one's watched my channel update video that I did, I'll basically say it here. What my plan is I'm gonna go into Discord, and I'm basically gonna pull the Discord apart, and it's gonna have a members area. So if you become a channel member, you'll get a link, and you'll be able to go into that, and you'll be a part of you'll have access to that members area. And in there you'll have like like your members area discussion, and a few other little sort of areas that you can talk about, like post up your hobby work and things like that. Covering rumors, call the shield, I'm turning into Valrak. Oh no, I need to put on like 10 stone and wear glasses and fall off a roof. No. Like, a lot of information that Valrak gets, I get from pretty much the same people. I could do what Valrak does. I could make and pump out rumor content a lot, and just at the speed that he does it. But I don't really want to be that type of channel. I enjoy my painting. I would like to be a painting channel. I'd like to continue doing some of the talking head stuff, which I do. I like talking about the hobby. I get excited about the hobby. So I don't really want... there can be only one Valrak in the hobby. Let's be fair. There can be only one Valrak. And if anybody else tries to do what he's doing, you're just going to be a copy of Valrak, and that's not good. So yeah, I'll occasionally talk about rumors. I'm wanting to stream more, so we'll probably talk about them here on live stream. I'd like to do that. We'll probably do some painting streams once the community starts building up. I mean, like, I wasn't expecting to get a super chat tonight. That was amazing. Still don't have any green names though. But that would be, you know, that's going to come in time. And the main thing that I've been more focused on is just getting those goals that YouTube have set, so I can actually just get them done. Just do painting videos on various shades of yellow. What could go wrong? Well, I like yellow. I enjoy painting yellow. In fact, just over my shoulder here, you can see my Howling Griffin Space Marines on that top shelf. I do paint a lot of yellow, like seriously. Sometimes I've even thought, like, why am I starting Emperor's Children? Why don't I just do Imperial Fists? Why don't I just not bite the bullet and just do a full yellow Space Marine army of Imperial Fists? Not only are they the most overpowered legion in Horus Heresy, they're yellow, they look amazing when done correctly, their tanks look really good, they've got some really cool characters. Sigmund is an awesome character. Pollux is one of my favourite characters because he founded the Crimson Fists, which are one of my favourite chapters. Dawn is a boring bastard, but such an easy model to paint. And yeah, like, it's like, why do I not do it? Like, they're on all of the boxes and everything else, and it would be cool as hell. But then what gets me is I don't have an airbrush, and I think if I was doing an entire yellow army, I'd need an airbrush. Like, I would need an airbrush. Because, like, the way I do the Howling Griffins, it's all obviously done by hand because of the quartered. So I have to prime them yet white, and then basically paint in with the contrast paint the yellow, and then do the red, and then from there I get a little bit of white to tidy the joint up between the four quarters, and then from that point on, then I go in and start highlighting it, shading it, and building up all of the high definition between the light and the shadow. And there's a painting video coming for the Howling Griffins, do not worry. And it just takes a while for that to happen. Where I know that if I did Imperial Fist for 30k, pardon me, I would be able to knock them out really quickly, because I could airbrush, basically build all my infantry, prime them white, and then, or prime them black, whatever I wanted, airbrush them Mournfang brown, or like a light brown, and then airbrush with the white over the top with something like a Tamiya white, and then get that white highlight in, and then get that yellow over the top straight away. And then once that's done, it's just a matter of me going in and doing things like all of the detail, and I would gloss varnish them. I would then do all the decals, and essentially I would just do what the Cult of Paint do and what Henry does, but I would have my own twist on it. And I know I could do that really, really quickly, and that's the reason, the only reason why I don't have an Imperial Fist army is because I don't have a airbrush. Simple as that. That's simple as that. If I get an airbrush, it's probably gonna happen. Yeah, that's the only reason why. Because I've tried to paint an Imperial Fist army many times for 40k, and I normally get about 4 or 5 Marines in, and that's when it breaks me. At least with the Howling Griffins, and I've painted quite a lot of Howling Griffins, there's quite a few on that shelf. You can see some of the Imperial Fists just over my shoulder. Let me, just over my shoulder there. Where am I? There. Ah, you can't see them. Anyway, they're just below that shelf. You can kind of just see them now. There's Torrigeddon, Torgadadon is there, and a couple of Imperial Fists. I have tried, but like I said, painting them individually one by one, that's a lot of yellow, and it's a lot of stuff to do, brushwork, to make it look good. And at least with the Howling Griffins, the red breaks that up, and it's not as much, and it's bearable, and it looks good. So yeah, the perfect purple people have the variety from pristine to debauched horrors. Metallic purple, horror heresy, I love it. Yeah, I mean, like, well, you've, like, my Emperor's Children are looking half decent. They are looking half decent. And he's almost finished. Just got his cloak to do and the shoulder pad. I've got the tester. The vast majority of the army's built now after getting rid of the salamanders. And then it's just a matter of just going in and painting everything now and working on that. And again, I could probably knock the army out a lot quicker if I had an airbrush. So I think the looking at getting an airbrush is definitely going to be there. It's probably definitely going to be potentially getting done. So, but we'll see how that goes in the future. But yeah, purple's cool. The Emperor's Children are cool. The Imperial Fists are cooler because they're yellow, and yellow just, there's just something about a yellow army on the tabletop when it's done correctly that looks so good, like so good. So yeah. So yeah, but we'll see how that goes. But right, what I think I will do, because we are coming up to nearly an hour. Are we nearly an hour? We are coming up to nearly an hour. What I want to know is where is right, okay. I've just worked out where I can do polls. Ah. Okay. What's that? Emojis. Yeah, there's so many things in here now that wasn't there. But one thing that's annoying me is where you get the information, because like if I do ever have a stream where people like throw super chats at me, I have no idea where I can actually see them properly. So yeah, no, I'm kind of not looking forward to that. But thank you very much, Arnold, for that super chat. That was really cool. Thank you. That was my first one, my first ever super chat. It's cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably leave for another 5 minutes, and then we'll get a nice round hour, and then we'll call that stream. There's a couple of things that I definitely want to do to improve on the stream. Like I want to get the links up, but I need to get my Steam Deck up and running properly so I can actually get that done. So it should be good. But yeah, quite happy with how that's done. What is this? Oh wow. So many things to look at. Right. So what I think to do is, because everybody's just disappeared, I think it would be a good time to call it. See, on Twitch, this is where we would do a raid, but we don't need to do a raid here. So yeah. Right. And I didn't get any notifications. So that's the thing that I need to do as well. I think I need to set up some notifications for things like members and super chats, so that come up on the screen. So at least then, if I'm not listening to this and not looking at this screen and just looking at the normal screen, it'll pop up and I can see it. Happy days. Right, we're coming up to an hour, so let's call that a day. That's amazing. So again, thank you very much, Arnold, for that super chat. You are a legend. Thank you very much. And thank you to everyone else for keeping me company in my chat. It's been really cool. And we'll get back into doing more streams. Not too sure what night I'm going to do them, if I'm going to do them on a Monday night at all times. I think I might, because it's kind of cool, because there's a lot of hobby stuff happens at the weekend that we can kind of talk about. So I might do them on a Monday night from now on. So I'll probably have a think about that over the next couple of days. And yeah, but that's really cool. And again, if you are watching this back, please subscribe to the channel. I'm now more interested in the subscriber numbers rather than the actual watch hours and stuff, because that part is done. Now I just need to grow the channel and grow the community. Keep an eye out for things like the Discord being updated. That's going to be up on the community page on the channel. There'll be a link to that, and talk about it, how that'll work. You'll be able to join it as a non-member, and there'll be areas in there for non-members, and they'll be there for members areas as well. Like the stream, comment on the stream, share the stream, and most importantly, ring the bell on the channel so you don't miss any future content. And please do check out that members area. There's only one video up there right now, but it's only just opened. But every month there will be a video, so it's going to get good value, and it's only $4.99. So that's your basic amount to get access to that, or 99p if you just want to support me and get me a coffee every month. But other than that, I will catch you all later, people. See you later.